come. I want to make one announcement. Our friend, Mr. Imdad is here. We are proud that he started a work in the current world, media and information awareness. Because oppressed people like us, we don't have many resources compared to state. They've got their hundreds of channels, the newspapers and media, and they put their narratives, as Atif Tawqir was saying, that the narratives are missing, our views are missing. In Pakistan, you cannot talk about so many things. Therefore, Imdad Urdu, he just on his own started Radio Voice of Sindh, and with very limited resources, and with his unbelievable hard work at his age, he has continued the radio. Now he has moved to radio, TV, Voice of Sindh, and I think is really not because of our work of Sayyid Imdad Urdu, it is work of all Sindhi people, of the Sindhi nation, that he should be supported in that work. So we request you all that please, because as they always say about us, so Atif was saying that anybody who will talk against them, against the narratives, and against the right of own people, they'll say they are agents. So we all are agents, we all are Ghadars. So, but in reality, our resources are really very, very limited, and we know how we manage. It's really kind of those friends who help and enabling us to work. And Radio Voice of Sindh and Voice of Sindh TV need your help. And it is not his cause, it's cause of all of us. So,
I'm pledging 100 pounds today.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you. I'm pledging 108 pounds to it. Please, then Allah is sign the pound sign Manjani sir. And please, all those, please hand over these donations to sign the Our final speaker of this session is our chairwoman, Dr. Rubina Greenwood. Dr. Rubina is elected chairwoman of World Sindhi Congress for second term and founder member of the International Sindhi Women's Organization. Dr. Rubina is a British of a Sindhi origin, is a human rights advocate focusing on the, I think I should read my introduction rather than this written. She has been, because in our society it is really very uncommon that a woman, a girl, plays a role of an activist. Rubina has been in this journey for the last more than 20 years. Undeterred, continued for the love of his people and for love of his motherland, has played a wonderful role, and we are really proud to have her as our leader in World Sindhi Congress, and this is your turn.
Thank you, Adalaku, and thank you, first of all, to my team who has actually elected me second time. And it's not that they are proud, actually I'm proud to be part of that team. I think that's a very key message.
Well done.
And today is whatever we are, get together, the all effort is a work of my team and all of us together. So I'm really grateful for my team to do, for putting this whole hard work and to continuously the work they do throughout the year. I was given the task today to sum up the whole conference and then and try to just address the key set vision for the future. After such an emotional sort of speeches, I don't think so. It's self-evident that they have summed up our agenda and actually World Sindhi Congress vision to some extent as well. So first of all, what I wanted to just, because here there's a lot of diaspora organizations sitting here as well, and people. As Ada Amal said, none of us are able to go back home. If we do go back home, you will be seeing our pictures on these walls. And you will be seeing our treatment, what happened to others up there, or probably a list of the killed people. So that's reality. We must think, we all request all people who are today attending, all diaspora community, what WSC is doing is nobody else in this diaspora organization taking the responsibility to do. And that's a very tough job, it's a difficult job, and nobody likes that job, and we've all been branded with a different names, with different accusations, this and then, agent, Gada, Razid, and so on, Kafir, whatever you name it, we do get these old names. But the reality is that we actually, or my team, our people, individual, the Harish, the Grove, everybody who's sitting here today, who's making this possible today, covering that media, is putting their life on the risk. It's not me, to some extent. It's these people who are putting their life on the risk. I think that's a very important thing we need to really look at. In terms of setting the vision for the next 2 years for WSC, we will continue to work on enforced disappearances. Each and everybody whose picture is there, more than 250 people disappear, more than pictures we don't even have it done, not even recorded. WSC will continue to lobby international organizations, access all their resources, or wherever we can possibly, we will raise our issues of our disappeared people. We will continue this struggle for the next 2 years until each and everybody is actually known where they are. This is our vision. This is a clear-cut vision World Sindhi Congress is setting for the next 2 years. We're very clear about the construction of mega dams on Indus. Our position remains straight and clear that any dam construction on Indus is not viable and or a sustainable option for us. Construction of dam is only benefiting the upper parts of Pakistan, which is Punjab, and construction of dams will drive Sindh's agricultural economy to halt, and more so the survival of indigenous communities and people living on the Indus Valley is more miserable than ever, and you've seen quite a number of videos as well today. We also remain focused on the protesting and resisting and campaign against infiltration of extremism, especially in the rural areas and the poor areas of our Sindh, especially more than 20,000 madrasas has been reported in our rural areas of Sindh. We will remain protesting, remain campaign against those formation of these religious institutes in our vulnerable areas. Forced conversion of our Sindhi Hindu girls remain ongoingly issue and remain deeply concerned to World Sindhi Congress, and I'm personally and emotionally very much close to since the Rinkul Kumari's case as well. Every other day, till so much of campaign we have done, still every other day, our underage girl from 11 to 12 to 13, our daughters and sisters are being kidnapped, taken away, forced into marriages, and converted to Islam. This is not our Islam. This is not your Islam, or not any religion actually taught us to do that. So all diaspora community who are believers, well, maybe I'm not a believer or somebody's not a believer, but here are so many believers are sitting there. I would challenge and request you to actually to stand up and condemn that issue, which is really not our part of our. Our position remains clear on exploitation of natural resources such as oil and gas, and any extra foreign aided projects such as CPEC on our resources, especially most of those the Gawada projects and the CPEC projects are known for other regions being involvement, but if If you look at this list of projects, the 11 CPAC projects are focused on the Sindh. So the CPAC projects, actually, the hub and the core remain in Sindh. So we condemn those projects. These are against the people. We are not against development, but all development projects. I'm an infrastructure professional in the United Kingdom. We have a compulsory duty, obligation that any development project must be for the people. It must create the job, must create the safeguard the community, and create the well-being of the community. CPAC project or any other large project are against the people of Sindh. It doesn't give a security, doesn't give a well-being. We remain 70% more than 69% contributor of federal income, and still our 75% people remain under poverty line in Sindh. And that equation doesn't match with us. I won't take a long time, but I just wanted to just to update or remind the people that we have been working at UN level and European level and Washington DC, and especially in Canadian Parliament. Ada Kaluru has been very active. We will remain our work with the other diaspora organization and work with our Baloch, Sindhi, Saraikis, Pashtun, Kashmiri, Afghani, and Bangladeshi and Gilgit people. And I have promised this before, but we are looking into working more collaboratively with other nations. This remains our agenda, and we are working on it. I know everybody's tired. I just wanted to pay a couple of things. And all above problems, I just wanted to say, all above problem issues are related to marginalization of Sindhis, which could be in the face of introducing of corrupt government and letting on the name of democracy illegal control on our natural resources or illegal migration to Sindh to change demographic. In the last but not least, I just want to say that I appeal to all diaspora organizations and people that if we do not unite to address the issue I mentioned above, or all other speakers have mentioned today, we may not have a Sindh. We might as well just give up the name of Sindhi diaspora organization if you're really not bothered to work together and unite together against these purely human rights issues. This is not politics. We are not talking about parliamentary politics. We are talking about well-being of people, Even your religion, our religion says, if you are saying Zulum disota the zulum ki criticize the karuna, etro the you can do it. This is our religion says so. So I really pity our diaspora people who are sitting to support us in this agenda. We are standing alone, demonstrating in the rainy days, but 10 people, nobody comes in diaspora committee. Hundreds of Sindhis living in UK who cannot come out in the bother to support us in the hunger strike during the forced disappearances or any dam construction. I really request to work as a united front on these agendas. We must treat the root cause of this deprivation of Sindh is actually marginalization. We need to unite and we need to address all this thing together. Thank you. Jesus.